Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So last week I did a 5 boots for autumn. So this week I thought I would do 5 bags that I'm looking forward to wearing this autumn. Now I will tell you straight up, none of these are new. They are all bags from my wardrobe. I'm trying not to buy anything and just, what's that cliche? Shop my wardrobe. So I'm showing you bags that I already have, but I will say that the majority of them are bags that you can still buy because I tend to buy classic bags rather than a trend piece that's in for one season and then is definitely not. So if you like this kind of video, then please do consider subscribing and hitting the little bell icon, you know the deal. Let's just get straight into it. First off, I am so glad to hear that the big bag is back in fashion. Bigger the better. Like, how long have we all suffered? I love a little bag. It suits my frame. I'm 5'2", so a little bag really suits my frame, and also it kind of focuses the mind in terms of what I take with me when I'm out and about all day, because you can't get too much in a little bag, so I really have to be careful with what I put in there. However, when you are carrying around a phone, a vlogging camera, possibly a tripod, maybe a change of shoes, then a bigger bag is always just easier in terms of organization. So I am really glad to hear that the big bag is back in. Like, if you've seen already, the YSL big tote, that quilted tote, is everywhere on social media, everywhere on Instagram. I think it's probably sold out and they cannot keep it in stock. But I have something that's quite similar, so I'm not shopping for a new bag. So let's start with the bag that I think I have already in my collection that is quite similar. And I will just say that it has been really difficult for me to bring this down into 5 bags. I think I am really overdue a handbag collection video. So let me know in the comments below if you fancy seeing a full collection of bags video. This is a bag that I have from ages ago, and this is a big old Liberty tote. It's not that different, isn't it? It just doesn't have that massive YSL logo on it. It's not quilted, but it is that kind of mock croc, quite shiny. And it's super soft. Like, you can see how this is just really scrunchy, for want of a better word. Now, the thing with a big bag is that you have this massive cavernous space where things do get lost. This Liberty bag is a little bit helpful in that it has this purple lining inside it. So at least it's not a black lining. And there are a couple of organizational pockets in here on the side, some slip pockets and a zip pocket there. So you can organize a little bit, but otherwise it's really easy to lose stuff in here. So I do recommend using a handbag organizer when you're using one of these big bags. So I thought this was a great one to start the video off with because it's right on trend. If you're following that whole YSL trend, something like this, you know, it's really worth looking in the back of your wardrobe to see what you might already have, because sometimes we forget what we have when we haven't used it for a long time. And I know that I haven't used a really big bag for a long time. Talking of scale, I'm 5'2", as I said, so this is how it sits on me when I put it over my shoulder. So it's quite a good size, and this did come with a shoulder strap as well. So I could wear this crossbody, but as you can see, that just looks ridiculous on my height. It's way too low. It's kind of almost falling just above my knee on the lower part of my thigh. I would never wear it like this. So for me, a bag like this is very much something that I would wear in the crook of my elbow, in my hand, or actually what I prefer to do is just over my shoulder. What I would say is that don't be afraid to mix up your bags. Anything goes now. So for this, if I want to go hands-free, I will go and get a crossbody strap from one of my other bags and just attach it to there, and then it will sit in the right place. But for something like this, it is too big for me. You might be taller and it could work better for you as a crossbody bag, but I think something as big as this, it's quite cool to have it just over your shoulder, especially when it's as soft as this, because it kind of just comes in and hugs the body. Next up, a bag that I've had for, I think, 3 years or so, but every single time I wear it I get compliments. Like, I've got stopped in the street about this bag. I was even questioned about it when I was in Hermes by an Hermes sales assistant, and she wanted to ask me where the bag was from. So this is a little injection of colour into an autumn wardrobe. This is an Etro bag, and they do something similar to this every single year. And this is just the dream bag in terms of organisation. I'm actually worried to show you what's inside because I haven't emptied it out. There's loads of stuff in here, but there's a pocket there, another big pocket there, and then a small slip pocket at the back. So there's loads of opportunities to get organised in there. It closes really easily. You can do it with one hand. You can see from the gusset that actually it can fit quite a lot. This is the bag that I take with me when I know I'm out and about all day, as long as I don't have to take a pair of shoes with me. Although I think I have managed to take a pair of like Chanel flats, you know, the ones that fold up almost. That has fitted in here. But I love this bag for so many reasons. It's just the injection of colour in here. It's painted onto the leather. The leather is top quality, as you would expect from Etro. It has this fabulous kind of folksy shoulder strap on it, which looks so lovely just over the shoulder like that. And it also has a crossbody shoulder strap as well, which on my height works. So this comes to about here on me, and it's the perfect size. A bag like this will never go out of fashion because they bring it back, or a variation on this, every single year. So this was an investment for sure, but it's not like you're buying at Hermes or Chanel prices, and it's a bag that never goes out of. I've not sold any bags. I'm not looking at these things like investments. When I say it's an investment, I mean it's a lot of money. But yeah, it's just, you know, this is now 3-4 years old, I think, and the gold hardware is still just as shiny. There's no tarnishing at all, neither on the buckle nor on the clips or anything like that at all. So this is a really good, like, mid-sized bag that just, it's a workhorse bag, but it just adds that little something to an outfit. Back to the big bags. The Celine Luggage is just something, again, that never goes out of fashion. I have 3 of these, no, 4. I have 4 of these. I have this one in this gorgeous taupey colour, which is just perfect for autumn, and I have the same one in black. I have one with different colours on it, and I have a massive oversized one, which is great for travel. But this is a great day bag. If you have to carry a lot of stuff with you, it can fit a laptop, a pair of shoes, makeup bag, even a change of clothes if you really need to. This fits so much in it. Now this one does not have a crossbody shoulder strap, but the handle is long enough to go comfortably over your shoulder, even if you're wearing a thick winter coat. I know, I've done it many times. Again, in terms of organisation, this is just a big cavernous space in there. You can't really get much into here. Maybe some coins, some change or something like that. You can't really get much into that little zip there. So basically you are talking about putting everything into this big bag. Again, there are some organisational elements. There's a zip pocket there and a couple of slip pockets there. This was obviously made before we went into iPhone max sizes, because the iPhone does not fit into that pocket, which has obviously been made for a phone. But I find this to be one of the most practical bags in my collection, and I tend to go for this when I know I'm out and about all day. The leather is, again, it's Celine. The leather is top quality. I have bashed this about. I wear this on the tube. I wear this running around London, and there's not, I think, not a single scratch on it. I'm just going to check the corners. No, not a single scratch, and the corners are basically perfect. So again, an investment bag, but one that doesn't go out of fashion, and I think that for me is key. If I'm going to spend a lot of money on a bag, I want to know that it's not going to just be useless after a season. I mean, yes, these bags like the Celine does go in and out of favour here and there, but then again, I tend to dress for my style rather than what someone else is telling me. I just think that, you know, I'm old enough to dress for me and I'm not dressing for a fashion magazine. So that was bag number 3. Really, really recommend this. I also have this in the Nano, which has been one of my most used bags as well. Amazing how much you can fit actually into the Celine Luggage Nano. Taking it back to a medium-sized bag, something a little bit more formal, but again, so wearable. This is the Fendi Peekaboo. I love this bag. I love the way it looks. I love the way it makes me feel. And it's kind of become a classic for a reason. There's something very, very ladylike, almost retro about this shape with the little top handle on there. It just sits perfectly in the crook of your elbow and just elevates any outfit. There's a reason that I have this one. I have a similar one in the same size in black, and I have the Nano in burgundy, because it just works as a bag in terms of practicality and the way it just brings every outfit to life. There are 2 sections to this bag. There's no front and back, they're both the same, and you just twist this little buckle on both sides to open up the bag. It's quite a structured bag, so in comparison to the Celine bag that I just showed you, this is really quite structured and has minimal organization in it. There's a zip pocket that you can just about see on that side and no pocket on this side. So this side is the one where I just throw things in. I tend to keep my phone in the zip pocket there, but this looks so good, just held in your hand like this on the crook of your elbow. And if you're not wearing a heavy jacket, you can put it under there, but I don't think that does the bag any favors at all. You can probably see floating around, I have a crossbody shoulder strap on this. It comes with it, which I tend to wear when I'm out and about because I like to be hands-free when I'm out and about. And this just sits at the right place. The top of the bag is just sitting about an inch, half an inch underneath my waist. And it makes it really easy to get in there, get what you want, get out. It's the perfect length. This is an adjustable strap, so I've shortened it to the shortest possible option, but it just looks so good. And because it's so well shaped and it comes in quite narrow at the top, it kind of just hugs the body and sits right inside the waist, which I love. And this is a lovely, lovely color for autumn. It just goes with everything. It is a brown, but there's a khaki kind of undertone to this brown. I hope it's coming through on camera, which means that it just looks really good with autumnal colors. Again, when you invest in a bag like this, you really, well, you expect the leather to be hard wearing. This has absolutely no scratches on it, and yeah, the corners are still beautiful. And the gold hardware really pops against this colour, and there's no scratches on the hardware either. Oh, I forgot to mention there's a little Fendi insignia on each of the little turn lock button things. A gorgeous everyday bag that doesn't go out of style. They keep releasing new versions of the Peekaboo every single season. It's a great investment because you're always on style. And the thing is that this is just timeless. Like, I can imagine any age would be wearing this. I can imagine myself wearing this in 20 years time, and I've been wearing this for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. So yeah, timeless bags, that's my thing. And speaking of timeless bags, I will end this video with what is quite possibly the most timeless bag of all. The Hermes Birkin 30 in gold, and mine is with palladium hardware. Now, as I said, it does not get more timeless than this. I don't really know what to say about this bag that's not already been said a million times by all your favorite bag influencers. So I'm going to leave it there with the Birkin bag, because it really is, I want to say the ultimate bag for autumn. It's actually the ultimate bag all year round. But one thing I would tell you is that and this is just me, I don't use this bag if I'm heading out on the tube. I just don't feel, I know it sounds silly, but I don't feel safe walking around with this bag on public transport. So I tend to use this bag when I'm heading out in the car, when I'm driving somewhere, or if I'm taking a taxi or an Uber or something like that, or if a friend is driving, I will take this bag. So it's not getting the same amount of wear as my other bags because I won't take this on the tube. Up to you what you do, and each to their own. I'm just telling you kind of my experience of it. I was about to go out once with this on the tube and it just didn't feel right, so I didn't, and it's never been on the tube with me. It literally just sits in my wardrobe and comes out for outings when we're going out in the car. Again, as with all these bigger bags, it doesn't have that much organization inside. As you can see, I've stuffed mine to keep the shape, but there is a zip pocket on one side and then a nice large roomy slip pocket on the other side, and that is the amount of organization that you get in here. You can get really beautifully made inserts to put inside a Birkin, which will give you all that organization and lots of little pockets as well. And I may get one of those, but because I don't tend to use this as my everyday bag, it's really for when I'm going out for an occasion or something like that. I don't really need that organization, but there is that option there. So that is it. 5 bags that I am really looking forward to wearing in autumn. Like I said, none of these are new, but I will try and link the most recent versions of each of them in the description box below. So head down there if you wanted to check any of them out. And if you've got any recommendations or anything that you're really, really loving, then yeah, put them in the comments below and let's all share in each other's bag love. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. And do let me know if you'd like me to do a full bag collection. I may have to do it by brand or by designer rather than one video with all the bags, because that could be really, really long. But let me know if that is something you would like to see. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you here for my next video.